Hi, hello, and welcome to my Flosstube number something. It's been a while. This happened. Um, all jokes aside, it's been a while. I've been stitching on and off. I'm not prepared today. I just wanted to get it out there, and so I don't forget what I've done, because I usually do that by now. So I'm just gonna show what I've been working on. Maybe a little bit of life update at the end. I don't know. I've been really good at working on something, and I totally forgot everything else. I've had I'd say a few weeks where I haven't stitched much because I've been really into text-based role playing lately, and I find it really difficult to. So I sit at home every day for about 7 hours alone, so I have a lot of time, but I'm one of those that when I'm into something, I'm really into it, and I can't seem to divide my time properly. So it's either stitching or it's role playing or it's something else. So my stitching time has suffered a bit, but I did get a ton of progress on, I think it's 2 projects. Yeah, really happy. I'm not, the first one here, I'm not sure if I showed it last time. I don't know if I worked in, I know I did a lot on it, but I'm not sure if if it was after the last video or not, because I have to admit my memory isn't the best, and it's starting to be a little bit of a problem because I get everything. So you're gonna see it anyway. So this is, I always forget, I call it Cthulhu because it's taken from the novel Call of Cthulhu by Edgar Allan Poe. But this is by, I just have to look at the PDF. It's by Veiled Stitchery on Etsy. I've changed the colors. I'm not 100% sure yet. We will see, but this is what I'm thinking. So I've changed the colors to, the tentacle is supposed to be green. I think it's 500, 501, and 502, which are like, I don't know, bottle green, is that a color? I don't know. I changed it to gray because I feel like if you're in the sea, you're gonna be gray. So this is done on Mystic Fabrics. Doesn't have a name. It's 20 count Ada, so it's teeny tiny for me, at least. So I have threads on the back. That's always good. So this is where I'm at. I have two rows left, and it was not meant that we should voyage far. I know I did a lot on this. I know I miscounted somewhere. I think I I think I fixed it. I'm not sure. I hope I did. Well, if I do something wrong, I usually fix it and then just leave it, so I don't have to fix it the next time because I won't remember. So yeah, so we have some sea going up here, and yeah. So this is fun. This is one of the projects I really want to get finished this year, because I want to get all the 310 out, which is black. I just really want to get that out of the way, so if I decide not to fill in the tentacle, I'm done. I don't want to start to fill in and then decide that I don't want it filled in and then I have to rip it out. I know, I don't do that. No. No. The next one is part 2 of the Storied Steed Sal by Ingleside Imaginarian. Was released in March. The first part came in. It's a sal which is released every 2 months, so it's kind of easy to keep up. This is not how it's gonna look, by the way. This is the cover photo that we got on the first month. So we have the unicorn. I'm working on that. I changed it to pink. Of course, because unicorns need to be pink. My daughter chose the color, so I have to abide by that because she's 7 and I don't want to get in a discussion with a 7-year-old. No, thank you. But I'm gonna keep everything else. I was thinking of maybe changing the red to maybe a turquoise. I don't know. I haven't decided. It's in the future. So the part that came out last time, I have it in Pattern Keeper. Yay! It is the well, it's supposed to be some sparkly threads and stuff, and the white doesn't show. But this is it. This is the Kelpie, which is it Irish? Well, it's a horse that lives in water, and if you sit on it, you can't get off, and it will drown and eat you. Yeah. So I'm not gonna change anything on this because I like it the way it is. So there's some sparkly threads and etoile and stuff like that, so that's gonna be nice. I'm planning on, when I catch up with Dark Queen of the Earth Sal, I'm gonna focus on this one because the parts aren't that big and I have a lot of stuff around to do. So yeah, they are actually quite big. So this is the fabric I chose. I know it looks like the horse is kind of fading, but it's not because I'm gonna outline it. I'm really happy. This is some sparkly. It's from Mystic Fabrics again. Please scream inside your heart. Eating count. Opal Ada. It was the fabric of the month that I was gifted, and it smells so good. So I finished kind of like the poles where the horses are, so I can just like fill in the horses and then move up or down when I need it. So this isn't I just do this when I want to, and I would look like it got some odd stuff. It's just me. So yeah, it's looking good. Haven't touched it in a while. I did do a few hundred stitches on it for a prompt, and yeah, I like it. It's nice to work on Ada too. Opalescent usually can be a bit stiff, but I have absolutely no problem moving from even weave to Ada at all. So the next one is I don't know how many stitches I did, but I did some, I think. This is Luna Mystica. She's by Bella Filipina, and someone, I forgot your name. Someone on Instagram and Facebook converted her into blue, and I'm like, I'm actually this close to starting her again on something else because I don't like my fabric because I dyed it. Fabric is awful, in my opinion. And I just don't want to work on her. And when I pick her up, when I force myself to pick her up, I can get in a few hundred stitches, and then I'm like, ugh, no. And it's not. She looks like this. It's not that I don't like her colors, but I've come to the realization that when it comes to fancy ladies, I like to change something on them. I don't like them to be like everyone else. And I am changing her up because I'm taking out the beads and doing floss instead. But what the other person did was she had her in this like really deep blue, and she had red hair, and she did all the flowers in the moon in the same colors in blue, and I was like, so I'm unfortunately one of those that can, if I don't like a project enough after a few years, I just toss it out. I don't feel any remorse or anything. So I know I said I'm doing this for my daughter, and I have Sol Tropica, which is the sister piece. I like her. I'm not a fan of, I think it's the fabric. If you pick the wrong fabric, it's over. It's like like, I don't know why, but I have never messed up with threads. But a fabric is like, and usually you kind of get a feeling of it at the start. But this was, if I'm not mistaken, this is my first fancy lady, and I didn't know what I was doing, and I'm doing her on linen, which I dyed myself. And I should just show you. I'm just sitting here talking. I should just show you. Look, I don't even want to show her anymore. It's like, okay. What would you do if you were in my situation and you had because she's over halfway done. I mean, like, I just got her tail and some of the moon left. Everything else is done. Would you push on and rather stitch her again on something else later, or would you leave her and see if you come back and start another one, or toss her out, or I don't know. I should probably just leave her and kind of forget she's there, and but then I have her threads and I'm torn, guys, help me. But I don't like her on this. I know she does look good, doesn't she? I'm so torn. I'm sorry. So I did her tail. If I'll ever do her again, I won't wait to do the tail. I will do that first. I will just go down and just like get that tail done, because this is big, and like half of the tail is petite treasure braid. I don't have a problem with that, but it's not fun to work with. So yes, I have short strands, but she's not fun. So I know my daughter will like her and stuff, so maybe I should just like suck it up and get it done, and then I can change Sol Tropica instead. I forget what her colors are. I know she has red hair, and is her tail green or yellow? It would be cool with a yellow mermaid. I have to think about that. But so one of the reasons I have a problem with this one is because I dyed it and it turned out exactly as one of the Petite Treasure braids, the PB205. Like, you can't even. I'm gonna find some of it. Yeah, it's in her tail. So like, it's very close in color. So I mean, like, I used to try to match the fabric with the colors I don't do that anymore. I want it to be a huge difference. I want it to be like I want them to pop. So, I mean, this is a learning piece. And yeah, I don't know. Because I want to get her done, but I also don't want to work on her, so I may just like put her aside, and if she screams at me, I will pick her up and get some work done, but until then, I'm just gonna close my ears and pretend you don't exist. I'm sorry. But anyways, let me know what you would do, because I don't know. I'm undecided. That doesn't happen very often, I think. I've been awake since 5 a.m. Does it show? Yeah, we can do that one. I worked on a lot, actually. I got in, I think, about 2,000 or 3,000 stitches on QS Protector of Magic. So me and Elera, we talked, and she said, I think it was with Suki, that there was like 2 chromatic, very colorful dragons that were released, I think, last month, and they kind of fit together, so they are gonna do one each. And I was like, I have the grumpy grandpa. Like, he is grumpy. So this is their grandpa, who doesn't like all the colors. He's like, you should be one color. So yeah, we had a laugh when we talked about that. Very fun. So this is, I have it on the Q-snap, on the bar, because I'm lazy and I don't wanna struggle too much. So, whew, I have threads in here. I didn't check before I took it out. So, this is done on. Is this 25 or 20? It doesn't matter. It's either 25 or 28 count gridded. I'm just gonna do that. So you may ask, where is all the progress? It is up in here. Last time I had like half this, so I fill in all of this and this. I think I did something in here too, but I was like, I wanna work on the background. He's so cool and he's grumpy. This is my biggest piece, yeah. Which isn't big at all, because I'm not crazy. I don't do big stuff, but he's big enough for me. So it's really fun to see all of the background, and it's nice to like. I was trying to like, okay, I've never done page by page and just like a page finish, so I was like, that would be cool to like. So I think the page ends right here, and it goes up here about something, and so I was trying to fill in as much as I can, but I always pick colors in here and I just like go that way or that way to fill in stuff, and I finish up the thread and go as far as I can and pick the next color that I can see. So that's how I've been filling him in. And I mean, the dark, there's a few ninja stitches. I think it's maybe like 5 colors left before the dark part of him is done. I haven't worked much up in the light part, but I really want to get his face like 100% done up to about here before I continue down here. Or here's the edge of his wing. So there's a tip here and a tip there, and it goes over there, and it's gonna be a lot. So I can check how many. I think I reached I am 9% done. Exactly 9% done. So I really wanted to, that's 23,500 stitches of 260. 100,000, yep. Anyways. So I got like really into him for about, I don't know, a week and a half. I did like 800 stitches in a day. Those are 10 stitches or half stitches, so I mean, like, you do it almost, you almost double the speed, but yeah, I really like him. He's so cool. I love him. I think he is he's my favorite full coverage. And I think he was the first, like, no, it wasn't the first. Yeah, he was the first big one I got. So, but let's talk about Sal's. Sal. Let's talk about the queen, shall we? I am doing the Dark Queen of the Earth Sal by Autumn Lane Stitchery. I've been lagging behind because when I don't stitch, I can easily stitch around on the weekdays, not on the weekends. Well, I can actually. I can do between 600 and about. I think I did about 1100, 1200 one day. And then I was stitching all day, and I was like done afterwards. But I can do about like 600, 800 stitches on a good day, without like trying to. Yeah. Anyways, so I was on part 5. If you know her, that's on the left side of her dress. When part 7 came out, so I was like 2 parts behind, and then I decided to. I've always been following the parts because I like I'm done with that. Let's move on. I don't want to come back to it. So, but I didn't know if I was gonna catch up on part 8 because there's rumors that the next part, which is released in April, is gonna be her head and torso and stuff, so we can start to choose stuff. And I was like, I don't wanna sit and stitch on branches and I have to wait to do that because that's the fun part, right? So I was like, okay, I can get her torso done or the upper part of her dress because that was on part 6. So if I'm still not caught up with all, because part 7 is like a huge branch going over, which is a lot of counting and a lot of room for errors because you don't have anything to like count off of if you do her own even weave or linen, which I do. So I got her dress done, and then I went back to part 5, and it was some mushrooms and stuff. I can just show you. And I actually managed to get in. I finished part 5. I finished part 6. I'm on part 7. I'm about 40%. Because I need to do 1,000 stitches on her, and I've been using her wherever I can and just like pumping out stitches. So I am so happy. I actually think I can catch up. Yeah. And I have this rule that I don't want to fall behind more than one part. I can be on part 7 when part 8 drops, but I don't want to be on part 7 when part 9 drops. So just to like get her done in a timely fashion, because I have a lot of other projects that won't get done that fast. So this is done on Woodland Halloween. It's a 32 count even weave by Barbaro Creations. That's always hard to say. And she's see-through. I'm just gonna do that. So, there you go. So this was part 5. this was part 6 along with that. And this doesn't look like much, but that was a lot of stitches. I mean, like, each part is around 2,000 to 3,000 stitches. Let that sink in. So I think someone did the math, and it's about 20,000 stitches in this, so I'm really happy, I'm really proud. So I started up on the branch, and this one is going over and coming down about here. I still love this fabric so much. It's the most perfect fabric I've ever chosen for anything except gridded. But yeah, I've already started planning on the next queen. It's either air or fire, and I want to do like a really dark navy for air, and since she's dark, she's not a good queen. And I like a crimson maroon one for the fire. I think that is gonna be cool. I've been like looking at fabrics, and I think I know what I want. I'm not sure, but when they say, or when they release her, I will get some fabric, and that's gonna be in the autumn. I don't know when they release like information about her, but I will get new fabric for her. So I'm looking forward to it. I still want to do the Dark Queen of the Sea, but I think I want to. I'm either gonna wait until all of the other 3 queens are done, or I may, if I feel like it, I will just start her. I don't have the fabric, I don't have the color conversion, I haven't looked at it, so I really wish they had her on Pattern Keeper, but I don't think she is on Pattern Keeper, so. But this one is, so it's really easy to work on, so yeah. I did get some stitchy mail, but I'm not gonna show that because I don't have it here. Wow, this was a short one, only 27 minutes, wow. That's actually it for my stitching. I actually had one start and one finish. It was my nephew was born, so I'm an aunt. Finally, it's not my sister, but it's my boyfriend's sister that got her first kid. So I just had to like whip something up for him, and so I bought this pattern that says "Welcome Tiny Overlord" and had some animal heads. That sounded really bad, but very cute animals underneath, and there was a crown on top, and that I whipped that up in like 2 days, so it wasn't a big deal. But I think it was like 800 stitches, so it was like, yeah, no problem. So that was nice, and I have another one planned for my friend when I get to it, which I hope will be soon. But I'm so focused on getting stuff done now, so yeah. The Pokemon one has been calling me, not the full coverage one, but the one with the Generation 1, so I kind of wanna, I kind of want to work on it, but I want to work on other stuff too, so I'm kind of torn there, but yeah, you know me, I work on whatever I want, so yep, that's actually it. I hope to get up a new video soon, maybe in 2 weeks, I don't know. Life happens, especially with 2 kids that get sick a lot. But yeah, it was nice to get this out because I've been holding this in for so long. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what I should do with Luna Mystica, if I should just like start her again right away, or I don't know, something. Yeah, I need to figure something out, so I will, hopefully. So yeah, that was me. Hope you're having a good day. Keep stitching, start all the things, and enjoy the spring. Bye!